You can have this feeling anytime you choose.
Yo, what's up guys? This is a very different video, but I don't want to get ahead of the curve because I've been noticing Omar, Harrison, Neville, all sorts of things like that, even some of the resale shops like Top Shelf Kicks and that the sneaker community is starting to die out and the hype's starting to be gone. So before the trends all get to it and everyone else makes videos, I want to make the video deeming that the sneaker community is dead. And well, it's not 100% dead yet, and people are going to argue, and people like Harrison Neville and Omar are still getting hundreds of thousands of views, but the problem is, they used to be getting millions of views, now they're only getting hundreds of thousands to only tens of thousands, and if the people at the top are starting to struggle, well then the people at the bottom aren't really going to have anywhere to go to get to the top, so I'm going to have to relook and alter my channel and how everything runs and everything flows, and gonna have to think of new content to make. So I don't see the sneakers being as viable as I was hoping, as it's really what I want to do with YouTube, but it's just not getting the views that it's meant to, and seeing these bigger guys aren't getting the views they used to, I'm just gonna have to pull the pin and say that the sneaker community is dying. And we can even see the drop of the content if you look at the newest Omar video or the newest Harrison Neville video. They're really scrambling for content because everything's been done before, and nobody just wants to see the same Travis Scott shoes over and over again, the same off-white shoes over and over again. So they're sort of going to lower tier stuff that sits in Foot Lockers and stuff like that. But really, just the quality of the content's dropped off. Like, I'll put on the new Omar Sneakerheads Be Like, which these videos used to be awesome, but the last 2 or 3 years have really fell off. So let me put a quick clip of this up for you.
Man, what's your guys' sneaker of the year? There was a lot of good ones this year, man.
I'm gonna say the Mocha Reverse Travis's.
Oh,
right? That's a fire one.
That's a great pick.
The Travis Air Maxes. Those are fire because they're little brown.
Travis, man.
I agree.
I'm gonna go with a GR that was great. The military black 4s.
Sleeper.
Really good.
It goes with a lot of good outfits.
Yeah.
What about you?
No,
What about
honestly,
you?
guys, for me this year, the Panda Dunks just hit, man. Like, you know, it's just something about the colorway and just
The
like
what?
way,
Huh?
the Panda Dunks.
And the
GR?
dogs?
Yeah.
The one that kept restocking?
Yes, the only one I
Every
was
single
Bro,
day?
get this guy out. It's the only one I was able to get.
Now that's just a quick clip and just a little segment of the newest Sneakerheads Be Like, but they're not as funny as they used to be, and they're really just getting to a point where they're not enjoyable like most of the other content on sneakers. And now it's because we've all seen it before, but also this hate with all the lower end sneakers, so people trying to break through that don't have the money to go out and buy 3, 4, 5 pairs of like higher grade sneakers, like to go and get fire red 4s or even up into the off-white territory and stuff like that. Well, they're getting lots of hate because you have YouTubers like Kais hating on the mids, and then you have them hating on Panda Dunks and all sorts of cheaper stuff, which the cheaper stuff is really what runs the community, it's really what fuels it. So when you start to hate on the people that can't afford the fancy stuff that you have, well then obviously you kill the community, because all the views come from the people wishing they had that higher end stuff. So when you're only marketing to the higher end, the lower end starts to lose the interest, and now we get to the point where we're at now, where the sneaker community is starting to die out. Like, I'll put up some clips of older Sneakerheads Be Like, and you'll see the big difference. Back then it was just about making jokes, and it was about keeping the sneakers going, and just all stuff that was known in the community that people had laughed at before and had enjoyed.
What's Gucci?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I'm outside.
Alright, for sure, I'm gonna come out. What shoes you wearing?
Man, you already know. Black Cement 3s, 2011 release.
Do you? Alright, I'm gonna grab some shoes right now. I'm gonna come outside, alright? Shut my line, go.
Yo, bro, what you wearing?
I'm not trying to catch Ebola, you know, that shit on the rise, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I still got my J's on.
Ooh!
Bring it home,
These are for
Dale.
you.
Now you guys have seen the first ever Sneakerheads clip, and you've seen one from the recent Sneakerheads be like, do you really see what I mean? The original stuff was more from a comedic place, and it was not so much about the shoes, but the shoes were an aspect to it. But it was more just comedic, it was funny, it was entertainment, where now the Sneakerhead be like have turned into somewhat a hate thing, and are just about hating on people with not so good of stuff or lower end colorways and lower end releases that there's more of, where back then it was just pure comedy. And I think this is the big thing killing the sneaker community. It's all those lower end fans are not really fans anymore, because all the content's telling you you have to have this and you have to have that, and if it's not Off-White it's not good, and if it's not Travis Scott or it looks like Travis Scott and it's not good, it's poor man's Travis Scott. Well, that makes all the people that can't afford the top end stuff lose interest, and then you're just left with the people at the top. And the people at the top aren't so interested in anything else other than what they've got, so then it just kills the whole community, which is where we're at now. The community is dead. There's also a very noticeable gap in the views from one to another, because the original one has 6.8 million views, which, well, it has been up for nearly 10 years or something, so it does have that in its way, but I think it had millions of views within months of it originally posting, where the new one's on 10 days of being listed and it's only in the hundreds of thousands, which Kai Somar videos originally from like release day to the end of that week were on 3-4 million views. Same with Harrison Neville videos, 1-2 million views. But now they just don't perform how they used to, and as you see, Harrison Neville is really moving away from the sneakers, while Kais is trying to still keep it going while it's dead. Harrison Neville is much just given up. He occasionally makes a video here and there, but for the most part, he's got his own stuff going on. He's more moving into the car scene, and he's just more focused on being him. He don't care about the YouTube as much anymore, but Kais is just beating a dead horse, and I think we just need to accept that this trend, this fad is over. The sneakers aren't as big as they were. People are going to have to find new things to start making videos on. I'll try to make a sneaker video here and there because that's what I enjoy doing, but I don't think they're going to have the amount of views that they used to get. Not so much for my channel because I'm only new, but for these bigger channels, it's not really a field where your channel is going to be explosive and it's going to grow super quick. So for anyone thinking about starting a channel, I wouldn't, because it's just too hard of a field to get into. Let's go and look at some Harrison Neville videos now and look at statistics over time from Kai Somar and Harrison Neville, and might even throw up a couple other ones from Top Shelf and Cool Kicks and places like that. But you'll really start to see that the sneakers are just dead. The trend's over. Yo, real quick guys, go down, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you're enjoying the video, and then hop over to my bio and go check out my TikTok and Instagram. Usernames are on the screen or links are in my bio. Go check it out. Alright, back to the video. Okay guys, so here when you look over the weekly views for Harrison Neville, you can really see that the views have started to drop off. While they've plateaued around 1 million views a week, which is really good, you look back here and he used to get these massive spikes up to 2 million, nearly 3, up to 4, where now it's sort of just been on the same line since about 2021. It's just carried on all the way into 2022 to where we are now. And while 1 million views a week is good, compared to when he was getting nearly $2 million views static a week, now he's only getting static about 1. He gets jumps up into 1.3, 1.4, but it's mainly 1 with dips down into the hundreds of thousands, which clearly shows that it's dropping off. Which then you come over to Kais, and while he's let this channel die, and it's actually started to come back a bit more lately, you do see that it really plateaus. Back here he was averaging in the mid hundreds to high hundreds of thousands and spiked up to the millions, and then this is where he stopped uploading and he let his channel die, and then spiked back up when he posted a video and they let it die again. But now with the recent trends of views, he's only getting 400 to 200,000. His most recent video is the only one that's made it jump up so high, but his most recent video hasn't got that much. But then you look at the subscribers and there's nothing to hate on here. Their subscriber growth is just straight up. There's no doubt about it. Same with Harrison Neville. Like, they just don't really go down, but you can really see in the views that it's starting to drop off and it's not peaking as much or getting as many clicks as it used to. So really, in my opinion, I think the sneakers are finally starting to die. But I don't know, go down to the comments, tell me what you think. Okay, now before we get to the next set of clips, I got a couple ones of Harrison Neville I want to show, because I think with him you really see that in him himself, the emotion and all that, and the actual love for the sneakers is gone. He's sort of just making them to keep his channel relevant, whereas older content he was making it because he really liked the sneakers and it was what he was into. That's why he put so much effort into them and made great content. Where now his content, it's okay, but it's not as good as it was. It's really flunked down. So I just want to play a couple of those clips, but before we get into them, I just really want to say none of this is hate. I enjoy to watch Harrison Neville, I enjoy to watch Kai Somara. I'm not out here just hating on these big channels and that. It's just the whole community in general is dying, and well, they're at the top of the community, so they're sort of the people you have to look at and make the videos about. But it's the whole community in general, from Instagram to TikTok to YouTube, that's just pulled apart the community and it's ruined it for the people trying to get into it now. So then only the people who have been into it and already have all this stuff are the main people making the content and interested in it. There's not really anyone new to it or getting started. It's all just, it's at the end of its course and it's dying. So that's all I want to say. So let's just get over to these Harrison Neville videos.
What is good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have something pretty exciting. These should be the best and most expensive fake sneakers in the world. Another YouTuber named Gilly1K is very locked in the R.I.P community, and he's been helping me over the past year or so, trying to give me more information on R.I.P that I might not be able to get to myself because he has all those connections. And one of those things is getting every single one of the Louis Vuitton Air Force One Virgil sneaker that came out through Louis Vuitton. Now, these shoes are going for anywhere from, I don't know, $7,000 to some of the pairs were like $200,000 at one point. Now, that's why I believe is in here. It's different colorways of the Nike Air Force One, Off-White, Virgil, Louis Vuitton. So I hope that's the case. It looks like from the two different boxes we have, it could be a lot. Now, he said there may not be all of them in here. There's more coming, but you guys seem to like when we show you guys these different fake sneakers and kind of compare them. Now, we want to do a video coming up soon with these and comparing these to some real ones. So we've got the connections for that. But today they said we have like 15 more shoes to show you and for you to show your viewers that are early, they're supposed to be coming out. So that's what we're doing today. We're unboxing it, and it's kind of crazy how they have so many this early. So let's go ahead, open this up. As you guys know, they're local, so they drop these boxes off. That's why there's no label or anything. They're local. They literally just drop it off my front door. So let's see. Open this up and pull out some stuff. We've got some Jordan boxes, and let's see. This looks like a 12 box, and it is. I'm smart. I know my boxes. We have a Jordan 12 Retro Low. This, I believe, is the Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl Jordan 12 Low. It looks very similar to the flu games, but it's got some like crazy like confetti. This is what's on the inside here. Now, I've also heard that if you cut this away, there's stuff underneath that as well. I'm not gonna be doing that, but there's a photo to show up on the screen. I think Tony D2 Wild, he cut his pair, and I saw that. So these are cool. I do not foresee these going for much, if I'm being 100% honest. I feel like these will probably sit at retail, but you never know.
Okay, so all the videos that I took clips from, there will be links down in the description for you to go to them and watch them and support them if you're still really big into the sneakers, and for whatever reason these are year-old videos or recent videos you haven't seen, just go down to the description, click the link, and well, that's all I got to say. I am done with this video now, so be safe, be well, have a great one.
Just think about it right now. Everything's okay. No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all, everything's actually all right. You're okay. You have more power than you might be giving yourself credit for. And if you have something that's going on in your life right now that's challenging or painful, it's just a reminder to take little bit better care of yourself. You're worth it. You can have this feeling